Hello everybody, I'm Dan from Be Smart Pest Control. I'm the owner, technician, and the person that you will see if you decide to hire me to do your pest control. I thought it was really important to be able to put out a video talking about the philosophy of pest control and what it truly is, at least in my humble opinion. So I've been doing pest control for about 10 years now, worked for a major corporation for 8, been in for business for myself for about 2 years. First of all, let me start off by saying the philosophy of pest control is on one cornerstone, and that is to start off with a good inspection. We're inspecting for insects, rodents, wildlife. No matter whether you do have an ant problem or a raccoon problem or a mouse problem, when you hire somebody to do an inspection, you want them to look for everything: insects, rodents, and wildlife. The damage that they've caused, if they are even there in the first place, and also you want to do a good identification. This is basically laying the foundation for what is about to happen with pest control at your house. Some of the things we can do as far as pest control is concerned, you want to start off with what's called exclusion. That means finding the holes, the cracks, the crevices. Hiring somebody to do those repairs, doing them yourself, or I can do them for you. Second of all, as far as pest control is concerned, are there any sanitation issues? What is causing the ants to be around your house? What is causing the raccoons to be around your house? What is causing the mice to be around your house? So exclusion and sanitation. The last thing we should look for is insecticides or rodenticides to take care of these problems. Also, can we put up some physical barriers or change the environment to get rid of these pests? So that is some basic information of what now you have some basic knowledge about what pest control is all about, what it should involve, and how to move forward. I'm going to step back for a second and we're going to talk about the competition. I know this doesn't have to do with the philosophy, but you are going to have somebody at your house, whether it be me or some of my friends who own pest control businesses or some of the larger corporations that do exist. So who are my competitors? There are 30, 40, maybe even 50 pest control companies out there, whether they be small independent operations or larger companies. Who are these people? The small independent guys have usually started out, like myself, training and being trained by a larger company. It didn't suit us. We wanted to do something more. Maybe we wanted to think outside the box. But we went out and we started our own company. The larger companies fit most of America's needs. Most of America's needs, they're looking for a budget, and they're just looking for basic pest control. And that's where all the large companies fill a need for basic society. But if you're looking for somebody who is willing to spend the time, look a little bit deeper into a problem, really commit to safety, inspection, there are a lot of good independent pest control operators out there, and I know who they are, and I'm happy to make recommendations if I'm not available. The larger companies hire a lot of young men and women, and even myself, I started 10 years ago. They have a high turnover rate, and sometimes they have big lawsuits, sometimes for $10 million, because a family had been poisoned by fumigation. It happens, and it's unfortunate. But we know who these companies are, and even the small guys can make mistakes. So just be aware of who the competition are. So when the larger competition does come out to your house, some of the pros and cons is that they have a pretty good price. But once again, you're going to look at a 1 or 2 year contract. 2, these young men and women have to deal with callbacks and guarantees that the large company provides for you. Sometimes they deal with those guarantees and those callbacks very well. My day-to-day visits with customers are maybe 3, 4, 5 at the max. The larger companies, you're looking at 10 to 15. Do you necessarily think that these corporations and these young guys have the time to dedicate to true pest control at your home or your place of business? I don't know. I'll let you decide that for yourself. So, these guarantees are only as good as well as the company is willing to fix the problem. I have lots of people come from the larger corporations, and then I say, why are you calling me? You have a guarantee with a large corporation. And it's the same thing. Dan, it's a different person that shows up every single time, and they never fix the problem. And 2, they don't spend a very good amount of inspecting my property. They have no idea what's going on at my house. So, once again, now you have some basic knowledge about the philosophy of pest control and who the competition is. Look forward for my videos on yellow jackets, ants, mice. You can also find me on Yelp, and my website is besmartpc.com. That's BEE smartpc.com. I look forward to hearing from you. If you have any questions, I'm always willing to give anybody free advice and make recommendations to other pest control companies who I trust and will be out there to serve you in your best interests. Thank you for your time.